This segment was provided by True Touch Collections and its fine line of personal care brands Trueness, Trueness Titan, and Nectar of Soul, now available at walmart.com.
Get ready. Your I Am Jam Remix podcast starts now.
Welcome to the I Am Jam Remix podcast, where in every episode we explore a unique blend of entertainment, health, personal care, relationships, and insightful interviews. Join your host, Jam, as we remix your day with lively discussions and positive vibes. Get ready to laugh, learn, and be inspired. This is the podcast where we celebrate the remix of life. Let's dive in.
Hey, all my jams and jellies. You are listening to I Am Jam Remix Podcast. I know I did it right. Thank you, Crystal. She get the eyes from me. So we're going to label this one as our discussion today. Hashtag right or wrong. One word. I want you to tell me how you feel about this story. Gentleman was accused and found guilty in the court for raping this certain woman, and he went to jail. He went to prison, He did 16 years before somebody said, hey, he did not do this. This is wrong. Whatever evidence they pulled up, which made her say, I made a mistake. But this is after she's made a movie and she got a book out of it. Do you think it's right or wrong that she don't do time? Do you think that it's right or wrong that she don't have to give him her royalties that she made off that book and that movie? Do you think it's right or wrong if she doesn't get any repercussions from her actions? Hashtag me. Right or wrong, one word. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I think that yes, she should have to do all of those things. I think she should have to give him money. I think she should have to have some type of repercussions. I say she should go to jail for 16 years, but that's another story. I'm not going to do it like that. Because I think something did happen to her. I just hate that someone else had to do their time for somebody else's crime, and that's 16 years. They took 16 years off of this man's life that he could have had outside before inside of the prisons. I think it's very wrong. I think somebody should say something because it's... Somebody, I'm not going to say somebody should have to pay. I hope they were able to get the right person, but I want to hear your thoughts on it. Hashtag me right or wrong. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about that. I don't know. I don't have any more to say on it because I think it'll be not nice, and I don't do not nice. Crystal, help me out with this one. What you think?
I think she should have to pay. I think she should serve half the time.
Half the time? Mm-hmm. I like that. I ain't think of that.
Half the time. Because she did experience something traumatic and horrible.
Right.
At the same time, you stood up there, picked the wrong person, made money off of the situation, an allegation, and probably the only reason why she denounced it was because I would only assume that he had people in his corner that said, hey, this isn't right. There's something going on here.
Actually, it was his sister.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let it go.
If his sister let it go, would she have said something? Would she have claimed that she was wrong?
I like that because I don't think she would have. She would have just rode that horse on as far as it can go. But his sister, and he said, my sister is the GOAT. She's the one who would not let it rest. She didn't say much. The sister didn't say much. She was crying. I'm crying with her. I was crying because I'm like, 16 years? That's a long time.
So she was inevitably forced to say, "Oh, I picked the wrong person. I just needed someone to pay." But she could also have been distraught and just, you know how people end up in situations and they immediately stereotype certain people.
Correct.
Because of their traumatic experience, which is awful. But at the same time, at some point in time, you knew.
You knew.
And you still kept going.
You knew before your book and your movie.
Exactly. And his sister came up with the stop sign and bashed you over the head. Sure did.
Red means stop.
Not keep going.
Not keep going.
Or slow down just a little bit.
Red means stop. I like that. But he said that. He said, my sister is who got other people involved, who went in and did this, that, and the third, which brought me to this moment. I want to say it was DNA that got charges moved, but he still had to go back to court. He got a new trial. And they said, no, couldn't have done it.
I will say, though, the court system is pretty messed up.
Oh, I second that motion.
So, there's faults all around, but regardless, if she knew, and I'm not saying she did, but if she knew at some point that
something was wrong,
she identified the wrong man,
correct,
and the only reason why she said something, and after she cut all those checks and made all those deals, decided to say something, go ahead and do your time.
Right.
I come and pick you up and drop you off there.
I'm there to pick you up. I promise you. I promise I ain't gonna put it in my car. I'm gonna Uber her there. I'll pay for her to get an Uber.
I'm about to pay you more money. What you think this is?
What's that man cash out? Somebody get his cash out. I need to get him some money.
But I mean,
good God.
He's lost 16 years of his life.
You can't get that back. Time you can't get back.
And that's always on your, what is that called?
On your record.
On your record.
No, his record is expunged. That's when they wipe it away. But you'll always be known as that, though.
Right. Who doesn't know his name by now?
Especially in this town, wherever they're from. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And there's some people, even though they know the truth, they have already, for lack of a better word, labeled you as someone that you're not.
Correct.
And instead of admit that they got something wrong, they will, keep that same image of who they've created about you in their head.
Right.
And now you've been labeled as someone that you're not. And it does not matter how nice you are, what you may give back to the community. There's going to be someone there that's like, well, she said such and such.
Correct.
So.
Correct. And it's crazy. So hashtag right or wrong. Let us know how you feeling. I Am Jam Facebook page. And we're going to take out and pay some bills and we'll be right back.
Indulge in the aromatic ambience of Nectar of Soul's Bath and Body line, crafted for ultimate pampering. Immerse yourself in fragranced moisturizing lotions, handcrafted soaps, and body sprays. Elevate your self-care routine. Order online at www.mytruetouch.net and use the promo code IAMJAM15 for an exclusive 15% off your next purchase. Treat yourself today to the blissful experience of Nectar of Soul. Your skin will thank you.
You're not listening to the I Am Jam remix with your girl, Jam.
Hey, all my jams and jellies. You're listening to I Am Jam remix. Oh, I got it right. Hey, I got it right. So I got this long spell I'm supposed to say, and I always jack it up. But Crystal gave me her eyeball and let me know I got it right. Hello, somebody. So, right or wrong? That's what this hashtag is about, this segment. So, another story. There was a gentleman. He was young, and he had a girlfriend. The town did not like their coupleship. How should I say? They were an interracial couple. I'll say it that way. And the town wasn't feeling him being her boyfriend. Okay. Well, he was 17. She was 15. Yeah, I think that's how that went. Some kind of way they were able to charge him with, you hear it, statutory rape. And so in his town of his peers, what do you think happened? He was found guilty and he had to go and do time. Do you think that is a right or wrong situation? I'm going to give you my views. I think that was wrong. They were 2 years apart, but because he was a black young man, they did not want their Caucasian daughter to go with him. So they accused him of rape and statutory rape. And because she was 15, he was 17, that clouded them to be that. I don't think that he should have went to jail because he was a football star and he lost everything off of that. But his family fought and he did like 5 years in prison. I don't think that to me, I think that's a hashtag wrong for me. But Personal Face is saying something different.
What? I didn't say anything.
You didn't say it. The eyeballs for me.
I think it's wrong. I don't think it's right. I think that's horrible.
Okay.
But I think it's a very common. I think that happens a lot more than.
Then we know it.
Yeah, of course. Because it's not always white and black and racial. Sometimes it's other ethnicities that have issues with anything that's not their ethnicity.
True, because Chinese or Japanese, Muslim or whatever like that, they don't want you to go outside of their. Mm-hmm. And do you think that had something to do with it? Because I'm just talking about this situation. What do you think about? Because they were 15 and 17.
Yeah.
He was a senior. She was a junior. She was a sophomore.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really much to say. I mean, it's just his parents probably told him, we want you guys to be separate, or told his daughter. And teenagers. They're going to make whatever decision they want to make. And the more that you tell them don't do something,
they're going to go to do it.
So I think it's exactly what it looked like.
Right.
I don't really have any differing opinions about it. I think it's exactly what it looks like. And so the dad was like, I'm going to ruin your life for being with my daughter. And
he did.
Yep.
Okay. So because I have boys, I am very stickler about them, and I say to them, you have to be careful. You need birth certificates, IDs, right, immediately. Don't go by just them saying, oh, I'm 16. Them little suckers might be 13, and you're in trouble. But I think that to me is not statutory rape. I don't think that should be identified as statutory rape. I know that I'm probably going above this, but I think that should be called something else, because statutory rape is pedophile stuff to me. Mm-hmm. And if they're 17 or 15, I don't think that's statutory rape.
Depends on when his birthday is.
So that means if his birthday is before September 1st, then that's full rape because he's 18 by September 1st. No!
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
But my thing is, you knew your daughter was fast. Why you acting surprised? You embarrassed?
That's what I'm saying. But it's not. It's okay for them to. Girls have there's a different window for them. How many statutory rapes have you seen from a girl to a boy? Beside these nasty teachers.
Listen, don't get me started.
Don't get me started on that one.
Woo!
But that's totally different. We will post posters all over the place when a man is pedophile to a young girl,
right,
or to young boys.
Right.
But when it comes down to women, pedophiles, they out there.
Yeah, they are.
You just say, oh, she a cougar.
Yeah.
No, she's nasty.
Yeah. Look what happened to R. Kelly. Wasn't he kissing his mom or something like that? Or the first person he slept with was his mom or his sister?
I pray to God that's alleged mess. Let's just allegedly say that.
Listen, if you watch the R. Kelly, we're not even talking about that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you just jumped See, you know, okay, no, don't do him. Because I think you should free R. Kelly. What? No, I'm just playing. I don't want to hear it. Don't hashtag me wrong that.
Okay, that's wrong.
Excuse me. I ain't going to even talk on that no more. Let me tell you why, since we skipped over to that. Because I put on Facebook.
What you put?
I said, it was a question, would you go to his concert if he get out or something? And I would. Yeah. And a lot of people said, I ain't doing that. And I said, I would. Why? Because when I see stuff like, okay, R. Kelly, he was wrong. You see, you whip it out at a concert, we got an issue. That's first. I ain't never been no concert with nobody whipping their thing out. That's the first problem. Well. Second thing is, I think it should have been way more people going to. It shouldn't have been just him. Because they didn't drive up there on their own.
Oh, yeah.
They mamas should be going down too. And we'll be right back with I Am Jam Remix.
Indulge in the aromatic ambience of Nectar of Soul's bath and body line, crafted for ultimate pampering. Immerse yourself in fragranced moisturizing lotions, handcrafted soaps, and body sprays. Elevate your self-care routine. Order online at www.mytruetouch.net and use the promo code IAMJAM15 for an exclusive 15% off your next purchase. Treat yourself today to the blissful experience of Nectar of Soul. Your skin will thank you.
This segment was provided by True Touch Collections and its fine line of personal care brands Trueness, Trueness Titan, and Nectar of Soul, now available at walmart.com.
You're now listening to the I Am Jam Remix with your girl, Jam.
Hey, to all my jams and jellies. And you are listening to I Am Jam Remix podcast, baby. So before we went out, we were talking about right or wrong, hashtag. We told a story about a couple. He was 17, she was 15. He went to prison for 5 years because her father said that was statutory rape. Then I said, I don't think that just because you go in with somebody under the age, that should be statutory rape. I think we should make it out to be something totally different because we got real life pedophiles who go with, yeah. So then Crystal says, just like R. Kelly. Then I say, wait a minute. I don't think they should let him out. Then she said, what? So we're going back to that.
No, you said you want him to get out.
Yeah.
I said I don't want him to get out.
Well, this is the thing, though. Who is he any different than what the hell that's been going on? Look at everything. And don't bring up P. Diddy, because I don't want to talk nothing else about him. Okay. He is on the headline of we got real stuff going on in these countries that we need to be paying attention to.
Wrong.
And P. Diddy's story, the first one to go, I don't want to hear nothing about him.
All right.
Y'all been on that, just like R. Kelly. Okay. So I think that when I say I don't think that he should have went to jail by himself is what I should say.
Okay,
let me say it like that.
Yeah.
He should have been locked up. Yeah, he gonna do time. Let him out. Okay, so anyway. Because he is locked up. He got like 40 years. But you gotta look at all the other people. You got Hugh Hefner. Them bunnies was 18 when they got there. You looking at, then y'all talking about,
allegedly.
I'm sorry, allegedly. May God rest his soul too. Then you got.
He died.
Hugh Hefner. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because my dream was to be on one of the Playboys.
You wanted to be a bunny?
I did. I wanted to be a bunny. I've never seen a thick, juicy, fluffy bunny. I wanted to be there. I didn't see no black bunnies.
They have black bunnies.
But I ain't seen none of them in the house. Is that right or wrong? Hashtag right or wrong. Okay. Because it was none. Don't store at me. Because I looked it up.
Were black bunnies, though.
They were black bunnies, but they weren't in the house. And then he didn't have them as girlfriends.
Would you want to be Hugh Hefner's girlfriend?
Yeah. That would have been.
Stuff that got told about what he would do to them girls?
No. I didn't say I was gonna be like Sister Wives. That's your turn. You go in there.
But you gonna get your turn too.
No, I won't. I'm going.
You gotta touch that raisin
No.
too.
I was gonna swindle my way out of it. I would have figured it out. I would have made sure I cooked the something. He was gonna have something that was gonna distract him. Yeah, I don't want the younger Hugh Hefner. I wanted the old one, the one who was going to bed right away, like at 8:30. He's sleepy. You know what I'm saying? We in the bed. It's time to go night. You know, kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
All right, that was one of my bucket lists. I wanted to be a bunny.
Okay.
Don't do that.
You still can.
No. His daughter over it. It ain't as juicy as it was before.
But it could be.
Well, call me Hugh Hefner's daughter. Right. #, call me. I will. I don't know about dropping it. Not this older self. This the older self. The younger self probably would have, but.
Well, I mean, lower it.
But you know what? I've always been fluffy. I don't know no headshots when I'm skinny.
Okay.
Ever. So, that ain't my dream. I don't even see myself as a skinny me. Can you see me skinny? No.
No.
If I get skinny, you come pull me to the side and say, sis, come in, sis.
You hungry?
Yeah. We should go. Where's that dessert place we love? We should go there.
All right.
Well, so I just think that some things I think that we construe and we like title. I don't think it's all goes and it fits so much of the crime. Like I say, you got a 15 and a 17-year-old. I don't think you should send him away for 5 years.
His dad didn't prove a point. It don't have nothing to do with anything else. His dad probably knew somebody in the police department. And like, as you said, the town already didn't like the mixtures of mixing. So it was easy. But I'm also sure that his parents probably told him to stay away from that girl.
I'm sure they told him that.
And if they didn't, I'm sure he told her boyfriend, I don't appreciate this, I don't like this, and he just disregarded it and did it anyway because he's a teenager.
Right. So I can mess with your career, and he did.
Sure did.
He did. He's counseled. He had scholarships. He was number one, the scholarship rank where he was.
And that's why he did it.
Because
if he didn't have nothing going for him, it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered. I like that. Mm-hmm. So do you think it has something to do with your background and where you are in your life?
Everything.
Parents and all that stuff?
Everything.
I can dig that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Like I said, from stories that you hear about that, from what I have read and I've heard, because I do know of people that have had that experience. I actually went to college with someone that their parents said, because he was light-skinned, mm-hmm. and he's passable, and certain people know what that means.
Right.
Once the girl that he was talking to was not, their family wasn't really into any type of mixture, and she just kind of said that, oh, he's just tan. Mm-hmm. Never told the dad that he wasn't completely white. When her dad found out, her dad did a whole investigation on him, investigation on his family.
Jeez.
Did a whole thing and threatened him, had people come to his house and said, you better leave my daughter alone or else.
And he did.
He let her go.
I would have let her go too.
So in love with her, was going to try to make a way, and I think it was, the daughter was like, hey, my dad's really serious. You need to leave me alone.
So she wasn't into him as much as he was into her.
Yeah. That's
what it sounded like. Because that was too easy.
Yeah.
No, you know what, my dad, no, that was too easy.
Yeah. But I think she did it to save his life.
So then that's
because she said
that makes sense.
My dad's really serious.
And I don't want you to get.
Mm-hmm. So
I can dig that. So okay, then I'll take that back. I commend her for going over her feelings, and we're gonna stop, and we're gonna go back out and pay some bills, baby. We're gonna be right back here on I Am Jam Remix.
You're now listening to the I Am Jam Remix with your girl, Jam.
Welcome to the I Am Jam Remix podcast, where in every episode we explore a unique blend of entertainment, health, personal care, relationships, and insightful interviews. Join your host, Jam, as we remix your day with lively discussions and positive vibes. Get ready to laugh, learn, and be inspired. This is the podcast where we celebrate the remix of life. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central Time to catch the I Am Jam Remix podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or wherever you usually get your podcast fix. Don't miss out on a primetime fun.
You're not listening to the I Am Jam remix with your girl, Jam.
Hey, all my jams and jellies. You are listening to I Am Jam Remix. We are back on, baby. We've been talking about hashtag right or wrong. And Miss Crystal,
Yeah.
what do you have to say? Because I hear you got to say something.
Listen. I just have. Is this thing on? I just want to say. Okay. Not talking about color, but because you have kids,
Correct.
right? Have you ever told one of your sons, I don't think you should date this person, or I don't think you should be with this person? And this is not about skin color. It could just be honestly just about just character, or just their family, or that they have roaches. I don't know.
Oh, they got roaches. They can't come on my house. I ain't dealing with that. I dealt with that before. That's an ant. No.
Wait, you did.
But
you knew somebody with roaches? Mm-hmm. That your son dated?
Oh no. I'm sorry. That just went left.
Or you just knew
no,
somebody?
I just knew somebody. Yeah.
Did they come to your house?
No.
Can I tell a story real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so listen. Let me put this mic on. Hello. How you guys doing? Okay, so listen. Right, I'm not gonna say the person's name.
I hope not.
But so I had a friend. I don't have a friend anymore because she was a hater. Anyway, move on. She was helping a family member of hers move, and she was like, oh, the reason why her family member was moving is because they had an infestation. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy, right? Oh, that's so good that you helping him. Girl, tell me how this girl had roaches in her car because when her family member was packing and everything like that, I guess a couple of them decided that they was moving too. And so they grabbed their luggage and put it in with her luggage, and she had roaches in her car, and she was trying to bomb it and all this kind of other stuff, but them roaches would not die.
No, they don't die. They multiply.
Yeah, they did. And then the one time I don't know what I was doing. I think I was gonna meet up with her, and I was like, yeah, we can go, whatever. Girl opened the door and I saw that roach by the floor. I said, no.
So you didn't want to be her friend anymore because she said I had a roach?
No, don't come to my house and you got roaches now. Anyway, back to the question I asked you.
So would I ever, or have I ever had to tell one of my sons not to date someone? Yeah. I haven't had to do that yet.
Not yet.
Jesus. Oh, Father. Woo. But they're little adults now, so, they're young adults. So I don't know what the future holds with that. My oldest son, Lord, he with the love of his life. I love her. They're high school sweethearts, and they have a baby. So I don't know if he was to bring somebody, if it didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. But my other two children, they're not locked down to anybody that allegedly that I know of. Ain't no telling with these kids. But I wouldn't, when you tell your children, I don't like that person, I don't want you to be with that person, they're going to get stronger and closer to that person. Right. When you don't say nothing, you just walk away. I learned that being silent is the most goldenest thing you can possibly do. That's the best lesson in life. Sometimes you just need to hush. And even as their mother, oh my God, I can't believe you doing that. You ain't talking to her. I ain't bringing da. I know her mom. No, I'm not going to go through all that. But what I am going to do is tell you, you're going to have to pay attention. I keep telling them, always make sure you know your surroundings. You need to know. Because what her mama look like, that's what she going to look like later. I ain't got no girls, so hallelujah. But I'm just saying, that's what I always know. But, yeah, so I'm praying that I ain't going to have to shut nobody out. But, hey, it's sky's the limit with this stuff. So we want to thank you so much for listening to I Am Jam Remix right here on our podcast. And So make sure you tune in. Make sure you hashtag right or wrong. Let me know how you feel about the stories. Let me know what you thinking right on my I Am Jam Facebook page. And we are out and
Welcome to the I Am Jam Remix Podcast, where in every episode we explore a unique blend of entertainment, health, personal care, relationships, and insightful interviews. Join your host, Jam, as we remix your day with lively discussions and positive vibes. Get ready to laugh, learn, and be inspired. This is the podcast where we celebrate the remix of life. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central Time to catch the I Am Jam Remix Podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or wherever you usually get your podcast fix. Don't miss out on the primetime fun.
you are listening to I Am Jam Podcast Remix. Yes, baby. Shout out to all my Jam and Jellies.
Laugh, learn, and be inspired with us. This is the podcast where we celebrate the remix of life. Ready to dive in? See you on Thursday nights. Let the remix begin.